welcome back to my channel. It's Angela here, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click that button below and subscribe to my channel. I share all my honest reviews and beauty products that I love very dearly. I do not ever share anything I don't love on here. So if you like to subscribe, I would be very happy. But let me get right to it. Today I will be doing a video that was requested by a friend of mine, and she asked me to do a contour and blush application video. This is how I do it, and so you'll see how I do this, and you guys could see how my face looks. This was the end product. I contoured and applied blush, and yeah, this is in this video I will be sharing that. So if you would like to see how I get this, then please keep watching. So I wanted to recommend some contour recommendations for palettes and bronzers, just so you guys know what I'll be using, so and what my favorites are. So I will be using the Park Avenue Princess palette right here. It looks like this. So it has different contour colors and highlight colors for brightening. I love these kind of these palettes, because they're like one and done. You get so much contour tools in this, powders that are very helpful. I personally like to use different colors for different parts of my face, and this is super helpful, and this is a dream. If you could get your hands on this, this melts like butter, just an FYI. If you do not have a contour palette, do not worry. My personal recommendation, one is, if you just want to get one thing, this Hourglass Nude Bronze Light Ambient Palette. As you can see, I've hit the pan kind of right there. That's how much I love it. It works for my entire face, like my forehead, my nose, underneath, everything. This is like perfect and lasts a long time. It's pricey, but it lasts forever. Another favorite of mine is the Too Faced Chocolate bronzer. It's a great matte palette. Now all of these are matte. I personally like to use matte powders to contour. I do not want to contour with a shimmery powder. That's just my personal preference. You could do whatever you please, but for me, matte all the way, okay? And then a pricier option is the Natasha Denona palette. It's one of my favorites. This has cream and powder. A cheaper, budget-friendly option is this NYX palette. I really like this palette. I was gifted this by a friend, and this is a really great palette. As you can see, it has different colors, and it's super affordable. Also has like the brightening powders. So yeah, so I'm going to jump right into my tutorial now. So they have different names under this, and different shades, as you could see. And I'm gonna start off with the darkest color right here, and then I'll show you what else I do. So when it comes to tools with this, my personal preference is a brush like this, like an angled brush, or this is one of my other favorite brushes. This is a Tarte brush. I really like how it's like fanned and fat. So like the angle is just like perfect right here. And then with this, it's great too. You could just go like this. So I feel like most people have something like this and not like this probably. So I'm gonna use this instead, just to show you guys. I'll start off with the color Crown. I'm just gonna dab some, and then I'm just going to use this on my crown area like this. Now it probably looks really dark, and it is, but that's okay. And I'm just gonna go like this, kind of work my way. Sorry, I'm looking at my mirror. Next, so as you can see, I plopped a bunch of color over there. Next, I'm gonna go, I like these palettes because I don't use the same color for my whole entire face. So this one says angle right here. Okay, so I'm going to use this at my little angle right here. So I really like this kind of brush, kind of hugs right in the right spot, and I'm just going to angle it up like this, okay? just like that on the other side. An easy way to figure out where to put it is just like, I guess you could go with your ear and like go like this. It's like the good angle, I believe. And then for right here underneath, I'm gonna use this color called Carrot. Right here, I like to use more of like a cooler tone. So I'm gonna use that. And I just use just one brush. You don't need to use different brushes for this. And I'm just going to go underneath like this. Okay. You see the shadow it's giving me compared to this side? Again, on the other side, I'm just gonna use my, and I even do it a little over here. And then I'm gonna use the same Carrot and I'm gonna go kind of here as well. Just kind of go up, okay? Kind of tie in everything together, okay? So that's for the face. And then the nose, you can use either, these are my two favorite brushes to use. So either if you have a brush like this, okay? Or even a brush like this, or even like a fluffy brush like this. Okay, this is a dual-ended brush, so I really like it. So I'm gonna go into this color again, Carrot. Okay, this is what I use for my underneath my jawline. I'm gonna use it for my nose as well. Okay, and I'm just going to start here. Just like this, and then I'm gonna do right underneath, right here, and then here. And I also like to do right below my lip. It makes sure, like, I've heard JLo does this, so I picked up on that little tip. Okay, so now I am pretty much done with all of this jazz. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my fluffy brush, just like this, and I'm just going to blend everything out. This is key. Personally, I believe blending is key to great makeup. And so I'm gonna get started with this. Oh, my earring fell out. That's okay. So I'm going to just fluff it up. Just kind of move like this, okay? It's really nice and blend. Oh my god, my eyebrow. Ignore that. I will fix it later. Okay? So we are just blending, blending, blending. We want it to look smooth and nice and blended. Do you see that? Okay? That looks awesome. And we're gonna do this part. Kind of go up like this. And I'm gonna do the bottom. I'm just gonna take these off. Okay, look at this side and look at this side, okay? So as you can see how great it looks. And then blend on this side. You really want, personally, I think this is gonna make or break you. Like if you leave that, it's gonna look ridiculous. You don't want that line there, okay? So just make sure it's super blended out. Kind of blend out that part. All right, I'm gonna take the same fluffy brush and just pinch it, and I'm gonna blend out this part. I feel like for me, like this is still a little too harsh on my nose. So what I do is I will use my foundation brush or my concealer brush. I'm just using a brush like this. As you can see, it has like some residue of my foundation and whatnot, and I want that because it's gonna help me blend this out. I'm just gonna go like this. And if you're like, oh my god, I blended too much, you could always go back and just like use whatever you have on the brush. Kind of just go over it if you want. Now I will, as you can see, this looks really good to me. This is how I do it. And so now I'm gonna move on to the blush. And the blush I'm going to use today is the Patrick Ta She So LA brush. It's like one of, so this has cream and powder, but I'm just gonna use the powder part. So for blush, my personal two favorite kinds of blush brushes are like a little angled brush like this. This came in my Ipsy bag a while back and I love this thing. And then by far, this is my #1 recommendation, a brush like this. This is from the Sephora. I'll link it below. It came on a set, but I just love how fluffy and it kind of has like that domey look. I love this thing. So this is my favorite blush brush. So I'm just gonna take some, dab, and then I'm just gonna, this literally will hug my cheek. So I'm just gonna go like this. I like it to melt into my bronzer kind of, so I'm just going like this. And then see that? So I'm like dabbing it. And I'm just loving, I've been doing this technique and I love it. You can see it just kind of melds in there. And I'm gonna put a little on my nose, just a little. And you could do it accordingly to how much blush you like. This is how much blush I like. And then so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to blend again. So take my fluffy brush and blend it in. As you can see, this is all nice and blended. And I'm going to use some Fix Plus right here. It's like one of my holy grail products. I can't live without it. It's gonna take away all like too much powderiness, right? So I'm gonna use this to give myself less powder. You could use a beauty blender or any sponge that you have to kind of dab everything in. And this also helps your makeup stay longer too. Little side tip for you. So I never really wear just one blush, so I'm also gonna add in, this is when I look and I'm like, oh, what blush do I want? I like making my own custom colors. So I'm gonna use one of my other favorites. It's Luster by NARS. And I'm just gonna take it and dab on top. Just make sure you like it. You could blend it some more. Okay. And I'm just gonna put on some lipstick and I'll be back to show you how this all looks all together. So I put my lipstick on and I put some highlight on, and I also have blended that. This, if you have been watching my videos, you know this is my trusty best friend. I love me a fluffy brush to blend with, and as you can see, everything is just super nice and blended, and it's just kind of just flowing together. Okay, can you see it? And then the other thing is, after you put on lipstick, if you feel like you need a little more blush, you can add it. But right now I feel it's just right for me. But sometimes, you know, like if you have a lot of blush and then you put on like a bold lipstick like this, then you start to look like a little bit like a clown, and we don't want that. So yeah, I just love how everything's just seamlessly blending together. It's not like pow blush, pow bronzer, pow, you know, highlight. I love a nice blended face. Personally, that is my go-to way to do my makeup. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful. This was a request from someone I know, so I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click that button below for honest reviews and tutorials and all the things I love and I love to share here. So thank you again, and I will definitely see you guys next time, and don't forget to give me a like. Bye.